right, the Social Development and the Communications and Digital Technology departments have extended the deadline for the SASSA Gold Card upgrade to the 20th of March. The initial deadline was at the end of this month, but beneficiaries are being urged to change their cards from gold to black before the new deadline. The departments say that the grant payments will continue even after the 20th of March, but those who have not changed their cards will then have to visit their nearest post office branch to access their funds. For more on this, switch, let's now speak to Paseka Letsatsi, who is the spokesperson for SASSA. Paseka, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us this morning. Once again, this deadline has been postponed. Speak to us about what necessitated the extension.
Good morning, Aldrin, and thanks for having me. The reason why the extension was given to those who are trying to swap the card is because beneficiaries raised concerns in terms of the person power, in terms of the sites. They complained that the sites were not enough. In some instances, beneficiaries would have to travel a distance just to access the site. But secondly, they also indicated that people who were assisting or helping beneficiaries to do the card swap, they were very few. That hence you saw those snakes queues which were there. In particular, the bottleneck was in the Western Cape. Therefore, the caring two ministers thought it's important to engage with the central bank and request the postponement to the 20th of March so that people can then be able to have more time to come forward and make sure that they swap from the gold card into the black card.
Yeah. Are you clear at this point how many people have still not switched?
Yes, we are. The number is too high, Aldrin. Out of 3.5 million, when we checked the statistic last week, only 1 million people were able to exchange the cards. We would want to make sure that people come forward, change their cards, because if they don't do that, unfortunately, they'll be inconvenienced.
Yeah, geez, 2.5 million difference is quite huge. So the concerns that you raise about access and also the capacity to process some of these applications, is that really the main concern? Also considering that here we're speaking about 2.5 million people who haven't switched as yet.
Yes, it is actually a concern in terms of the sites where people have true access. But we had a meeting where they gave us a plan. One, we agreed that as SASSA, we can then be able to assist in terms of queue marshalling, but obviously we don't have access to processing of the cards. It is Postbank which has got that access. But secondly, they've agreed that they will try and make sure that they open as many sites as possible. And lastly, they agreed that it's important to make sure that you can't only have only 2 tellers, you must have at least about 10 so that they can be able to assist people as quick as possible. So we think from today they will be rolling out that particular plan which they presented to us. We will be making a very serious observation. We're sending our people on the ground to make sure that they observe and check if indeed the plan which was presented to SASSA management, it is being implemented.
Yeah. What necessitated this particular switch, considering that also on the one end you're saying that for those who missed this new deadline, that they'll still be able to get their money, but they'll have to go to the post office?
The security features, Aldrin, of the SASSA Gold Card were compromised. I'm sure we have seen in the social media where people were caught with thousands and thousands of SASSA Gold Cards. With the machines which upload the information or money in those cards. But we thought it's important as central bank intervened to say the money it's being stolen using the SASSA Gold Card. Therefore, it's important for people to change to get cards where the security features will be very much tight to make sure that there is no fraudsters fraudsters are not able to penetrate and steal the government money.
So for the people who don't meet that deadline, what does that mean for them?
It's so unfortunate, Aldrin, that if you don't change your card by the 20th of March, yes, there will be money in your account. yes, you'll be able to access your money, but you'll be restricted. Now, if you have your gold card or if you have a black post bank card, you can be able to make transactions like any other bank card. However, come the 20th of April or post the 20th of March, rather not April, you would have a very serious problem. You will be compelled to go and queue at the post office to get your money, or you may have to choose the e-wallet for you to be able to access your money. So we think it's important for people to listen. Please come change your card so that you don't get inconvenienced.
Yeah, do you think that from SASSA's perspective, there has been enough consultation around the importance of actually making the switch? And I'm saying this also on the basis that since this call has been made in the previous deadlines, that you still have only 1 million people that have switched and 2.5 million that are yet to do that.
We have, Aldrin, made that consultation. We have actually even tried to use whatever platform available for us to be able to talk to our beneficiaries. However, we know that communication is never enough. We need to make sure that we communicate permanently. We need to make sure that we upscale it, we engage further with counselors, with traditional leaders. We also engage with the churches to make sure that people understand the importance of them changing the card. We won't stop, Aldrin. We'll make sure that we continuously engage with the beneficiaries. We hope that they will hit the call and make sure that they do the right thing. And the right thing to do is to make sure that they present themselves and swap their card.
All right, thank you so much for your time. Paseka Letsatsi, he's the spokesperson for SASSA on this new deadline for the card switch, which has now been extended to the 20th of March. As you just heard there, some of the complications that you could face if you decide not to switch to the new card.